Hey guys, it's Shadowguard, and this is an unboxing video of the Nerf Elite Series Strongarm. This is basically the evolution of the Maverick. This is what the Maverick is re-envisioned now, however many years since the original Maverick was released. I have one right here for comparison. Now, before we get to the actual unboxing video, I want to state that I love Mavericks. They're one of my favorite Nerf guns. Probably my favorite next to a long shot. They're very easy to mod. They're very good for beginning to mod. If you're just getting into modding, they're a very good simple gun to start off with, and they have a lot of uses. I mean, if you don't want them as a secondary, they can be an integration. Or, you can use the internals, you can use the handle, very comfortable handle. They're just a very good all-around blaster, and that's why I like them so much. And they're, easy prime, easy shots, good range, just everything you would want from a comparable Nerf gun. Right? And now we have the newer version, which is just really cool. Let me just unbox it here with my knife. See if I can make it through this without cutting myself. Man, these are tough wires. Okay, here we are. Nerf Strongarm. Okay, now the first thing I'm noticing about this is I don't like the handle that much. I don't think it's as comfortable. It's not as comfortable as the original Mavericks handle, because if you can look at them, it's kind of hard to see, but the indentations like on the Maverick where you put your fingers are a lot more pronounced, and it makes it feel a lot more comfortable than this. The handle's not that bad, but I don't know, I don't really like the handle that much. Trigger pull feels fine. A couple other things before I start actually getting into the works of it. You can see that they've done some things that are really nice improvements. The first thing they've done is made it skinnier. It's a little bit longer, you can see. It's hard to see with that light. A little bit longer. Let me see. There we go. I think that's good enough. But anyway, it's a little bit longer. They've added a second strap location on the bottom of the handle. Have one right here and have one right here, and the Maverick only has this one, and you really can't use it that much because it's not, it's very small. So like, the new bandoliers and just basic straps will work on both of these, so that's nice. This feels really comfortable. The priming mechanism, it's a lot easier to prime than a Maverick. It also feels really nice, and because these iron sights right here, they almost act as like a grip, so when you pull this back, your hand pushes against that. One thing about this, your hand kind of feels like it's going to slip off. If you have like a powerful spring in here, it can get a little annoying. They fixed that with this. Also, you can see that the tactical rail has been moved to this part of the gun instead of on the actual priming mechanism, and I like that a lot because the tactical rail right here is useless, because first off, you can't prime it when you have an accessory on here, and they just tend to fall off. So that's a very welcome improvement. You could actually put something here. I mean, you couldn't put that much. I mean, maybe like a tactical light or something, but that's nice. You have your button right here, which is a lot smaller, I will say. Another thing that's nice that I just noticed is that you actually have full barrel drop on this. With the original Maverick, when you get the Maverick stock, that's about as far as you can drop the barrel out. You have to mod it to where you can drop it out fully. And that was always annoying, because I never really saw the point, because there's really not that much of a safety hazard like this. And another thing is that you can only see 2, maybe 3 barrels at a time when this is dropped down. So it's a lot easier. You can access a lot more of the gun. So if you had 3 darts in your hand, you just slam them in, or you had 4 darts, you could slam them in. Things like that. But So yeah, that's nice that they've addressed that and they don't have to mod that now, because that did get annoying. I'm starting to see how the actual mechanism works now. This is really cool. It's hard to see, but there's no plunger that's connecting this barrel or the cylinder to the actual gun. What happens, and this is really cool, is when you prime it and you go to pull the trigger, there's like the padding right here. There's padding right there, and this actually moves forward and hits the back of the barrel right here and makes a perfect seal when you pull the trigger. And then after the gun is primed, or after the gun is shot, it retracts and rotates. That's very interesting. When you pull this, you pull the trigger. Maybe that fixed it. There it goes. Alright, so when you prime this, pull it, and when you release the trigger, let's see if I can do it. Okay, just checking on something. But anyway, once you pull the trigger, that plunger padding, or the front of the plunger, basically, the plunger head. No. Anyway, it moves forward and hits the cylinder, makes the perfect seal. You shoot the dart, and then that retracts and the barrel moves. So it's after you fire that the barrel actually moves forward, which is kind of nice. Something with this, the one problem with the Maverick is you have to rely on the trigger pull to actually rotate the cylinder, and if you have paint on that, sometimes that can make it a little annoying. Sometimes when it's upside down, it can kind of mess with it a little. And then with the Spectre, you know, they tried to address that, but it was every time you primed it, it slid the cylinder forward, and that kind of messed me up. Because, like, when you pulled the trigger, it kind of messed me up, because I'm so used to pulling with the Maverick. So that's a little bit annoying. So this might take a little bit of getting used to. But, anyway, I think that's a lot nicer than the Spectre. This whole gun just is very nice, in my opinion. I think they really went all out on this gun. This gun was $13 at Myers. That's not that bad of a price. We're going to see how well this thing shoots now. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the darts. It comes with 6 darts. Let's see if I can try to not tear them up. Get out of there. Come on, shoot. Okay. Got all my darts. Let's go ahead and load this thing up fully. I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know if regular darts are going to work in this, or you're going to have to remove the dart peg. I'm sure you probably will, but I'm not positive. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot this thing. That shoots really nice. 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 And it has slam fire. That's cool. Alright, I don't know if you saw that, I only shot 2 darts with it, but this thing actually does have slam fire. You can hold the trigger down. That is a very neat feature. Alright, that's one thing with the Mavericks that was a problem, was that you didn't have the slam fire. I'm not sure about this. It looks like it's inside the actual plunger tube, but there's no air restrictor. I don't know if you can see that. There's no air restrictor in the cylinder. So that's kind of nice. This gun looks very complex. There's a lot of, like with the plunger heading, how this moves forward. So it's going to be interesting to mod and see how it works. But overall, I'm really digging this gun. I think this thing is going to be super cool. I will probably end up giving it a paint job when it gets warmer out. It's January here. There's snow all over. It's very, very cold. So, not ideal for painting. Oh yeah, one more thing. If I can just point this out real quick before I go. You actually can see if the gun's primed or not. That was another thing that was a little messed up with the Maverick, because you couldn't tell if the gun was primed or not unless you had pulled the slide back. But right here, it's hard to see, but there's a yellow that you can see in that little opening right there between the clip thing right there. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I really liked this. I'm really recommending you buy this because this is really awesome. I'm sure there's a ton of mod potential. I mean, you know, a Slamfire based Maverick is awesome, and they've just done a ton of things to make this thing better. So yeah, I really like this. Any questions, comments, you know, post it in the comments below, and I will have more reviews of more guns coming soon. So thanks for watching, guys.